At first it seemed like a mistake. Wait, they forgot to turn out the lights. Wow. I would have considered that to be the ideal show. I mean, man, we have a lot of songs. Like, go crazy. Just go fucking crazy. That's fried chicken.
Okay, hi, I'm Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
Hi, Dave.
How are you?
Fine. How are you guys? I saw you guys play yesterday at the London show, the London concert.
That was fun.
It was a capacity of only 2,000 people. At some point in the show, you said we should do this every night of our lives. What's so special about it?
You also said you were going to buy the whole place a beer.
It's funny because when we were young and we first started this band, I would have considered that to be like the ideal show. That was what you worked your whole life to do. To learn your instrument and write the songs and have a band and then go play a beautiful theater like that with that energy of the audience and everyone singing and dancing. Like it's like the perfect show. And then 30 years later, as we've gone on to do bigger shows and more albums, which has been amazing and such a blessing and feel so grateful, I still consider that kind of like the ideal show. I don't know what it is. It's just the intensity or the energy of the environment.
And what is it that makes it so magical, looking your fans straight in the eye, coming up close?
Well, I mean, it's a smaller room, right? So it's a bunch of energy contained in a little space. You know, you're not trying to fill a stadium. But the interesting thing is that stadiums have their own energy. You know, there's always just like, oh, we want the tight intimacy of this small space. But when you get an enormous crowd of people that are all invested in what's going on, that has its own kind of energy. So the big shows are great too. I like them both. And the little ones are kind of fun too because it's a little tricky because you don't have all the bells and whistles there. You know, the sound's a little raw. There's no giant video screens and lights and smoke and all this stuff. Like you don't have it's like Superman without the cape. You got to go out there and just play and make it and still have it be impactful.
You know, there was one YouTube, I mean, so we grew up going to see like punk rock bands in small clubs and the energy of that and whatever. And then as I got a bit older, I would see arena rock shows. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And then I went to go see U2 once. And it was at a big hockey arena, 20,000 people. And the house lights were on. It was bright like this. And you're waiting for the show to start. And U2 just walked on stage with the lights like this. At first it seemed like a mistake. Like, wait, they forgot to turn out the lights. And they walked on stage and they started playing the Elevation song. And there was something about the lack of production in that moment. It was just lights like this. And it was so real, and the intimacy of that, you could see them. And you're like, oh my God, without the colors and the lights and all that. And you're just like, this is fucking amazing. Like there was this intimacy right then and there. Like, wow. And then the lights went out and they played Beautiful Day. Dude, it was such a gigantic moment. It was amazing. And a show like last night, you want to make that connection with the audience and the intimacy of that closed environment, while at the same time, a big stadium show. You want to be able to do that there as well.
Yesterday you played some new songs in the set as well.
We did.
Yeah, you did Of All People, that's on the new album.
We did.
And your favorite toy, the title track for the new album. How did it feel to play it in front of the crowd?
It feels great. I mean, man, we have a lot of songs.
You do.
It gets harder and harder to write set lists. Because at the end of the day, what I really want is I want to be able to play for 3 hours, have the audience feel involved the entire time. And so that comes down to pacing the old songs with the new songs and the ones that make people dance and the ones that make people give you a break so you can actually take a breath. It just feels good to still be making songs, you know?
That are fun to play.
Great to hear. And then you have Ilan behind the drums.
She's the one.
He's the shit, he's a machine. I saw him last year with 9 Inch Nails at Grass Pop
Yeah.
in Belgium. It was the show of the weekend for me because of him.
It's incredible.
Killer performance, and now the
Well, you know, it's funny. So he was with 9 Inch Nails
Yeah.
for 17 years or something.
which is crazy because he's still very young.
Yeah, that's right. And so, you know, with 9 Inch Nails, their music is like, it requires this like very sort of pattern specific grooves and rhythms, and the drumming is like, you know, it has to be very linked up and click track and everything like that, and it just has to be like mechanical, right? So when he joined our band, it was the first time that he hadn't played live with a click track in 17 years. And so he starts playing with us, and he still had this mindset that it has to be sort of like patterned and sound like the record. And, you know, I'm a drummer too. And he would do something, and I'd go, Ilan, do that, keep doing that. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, fuck yes. Like, go crazy. Just go fucking crazy. And you could see like, he fucking started spreading his wings, and now it's like, he's such a phenomenal drummer. His capabilities are off the fucking charts, and he'll do drum solos sometimes during shows, and I'm just laughing like, how the fuck did you just do that? It's unbelievable. So yeah, he has this new sort of liberation and freedom with us that he's just shining, you know? He's incredible.
Foo Fighters was a dish. You found a new addition to your recipe, I think. New additions in the sound as well on the new album. Your favorite toy, the distorted megaphone vocals.
That's fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
I would say that that's...
Explain.
You know, one of our favorite meals is champagne, a nice champagne with greasy fried chicken.
Okay.
It's like our favorite combination of things. I would say that this album, there's some champagne moments, and then there's a lot of greasy fried chicken.
Nice. Okay, I had champagne, a cup of champagne right before the show.
Okay.
Last night. Yeah. Because I was trying to get into the mood.
You have to try this sometime. Like if you have a night
Champagne
to yourself,
is the answer.
it's champagne and then just some fried chicken. I'm telling you, there's a culinary justification for this too. The acidity and the whatever. We can talk about it later.
Nate and Dave, there will be young fans, perhaps, for example, like the young guy who jumped on your stage.
It's a poor kid. Oh my God, he's like 5 feet tall, stuck in the middle of a bunch of 50-year-old men beating the shit out of each other. It was a pit. It was a pit.
There was. Are you aware that guys like this are your new young fans picking up maybe your favorite toy as their very first physical Foo Fighters copy? For me, it was like Skin and Bones in 2006. I was 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
And these songs really stick to me.
Oh, man.
Although it's a live album, but like friend of a friend.
Wow.
I remember myself doing a cover, putting it on YouTube, having the balls to do it, but I felt so connected to my very first physical copy of Foo Fighters. Are you aware that some young fans, their first copy will be your favorite toy?
I hadn't really thought about
I
that.
hadn't either. I mean, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
What an honor to be someone's first album.
Yeah,
you know?
that's crazy, man. When watching your kids grow up and discover music, it's really wild to see what they gravitate towards, and because ultimately it sort of a lot of it defines the personality and the type of person they are. But also to see them experience it, like especially with vinyl now, like as it's having this resurgence, it's having this comeback. We always press vinyl because for this reason, not only because a lot of our audience like remembers vinyl, but also knowing what it's like to see a kid play their first record. It's so cool. Yeah, hopefully that young man from last night gets a turntable and discovers the new record.
Yeah.
and is inspired to play music.
My copy of Skin and Bones is, by the way, trashed all the way down. It's a somewhat broken CD, but it's my very first one,
Oh.
and I'll keep it forever.
Come on.